Secrets destroy families. You know, there's a belief that people hold in their minds, and that is that the kids don't see what's going on, right? There is stress at home, but the kids don't see. It's okay. We don't argue in front of the kids. Do you hug in front of them? Do you hold hands in front of them? Do you think your kids don't hear the whispered discussions over the dinner table when they're up in bed? And do you think they don't sense the stress? Of course they sense the stress. Secrets kill families. It's axiomatic to some families that there is this or that crazy uncle or aunt who has a distinct and real problem. But we don't speak of it. We don't speak of the alcoholism or maybe the tendency to get handsy with some of the young kids. You've seen that family dynamic. Oh, hey, wait, where is Uncle Ernie? Oh, he's in the front room. Are any of the kids in there? No, we're making sure that none of the kids get near Uncle Ernie. Why? Well, we don't talk about that. You think the kids don't notice? How come I'm not allowed around Uncle Ernie? Secrets destroy families. There was a guy who lived next door to us when I was growing up in Spokane, and he was a, I guess, godly type man who ended up getting a lot of business contracts in the state of Nevada. So he would go to the state of Nevada on the regular. And then one day, a note came to the house that they had not paid their mortgage. Well, how could that be? The husband had regular and good work, including all these business trips to Nevada. Well, that was because those business trips to Nevada were not business trips. They were trips to go to houses of prostitution, where this guy had gone once, liked it, got addicted to it, and went back numerous times, sometimes spending a week there, draining bank accounts. Those secrets destroyed his marriage. His kids didn't want anything to do with him ever again, and they were young when this happened. And, of course, it destroyed the family finances. Those secrets, and, of course, his actions. Now, that's all family stuff. Secrets destroy nations as well, both ours and others. We'll look at this in a second. During the COVID period, that is when they were really, really pushing the stay home, stay safe lie really hard. That lie, those secrets, we could sense. Everybody could look at stuff and say, this doesn't make sense. Of course vitamin D is good for you. Of course vitamin C is good for you. Why would you not let a guy go out and go on a windsurfer out in the ocean in Los Angeles? Why is it safer to send out 5 cops to go get him when he couldn't possibly make anybody sick out there? We were watching them try to keep secrets. The bulldozers going through and piling up sand on skateboard parks in Los Angeles in 100-degree heat that actually kills the virus. Why were they doing that? Because they were trying to keep secrets. Why were they pushing against hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin and antibiotics and vitamin D and C? They were doing that because they were trying to keep secrets. It didn't work, and it's destroyed trust in so-called public health officials. There were some entities during that period of time, some businesses who refused to keep the secrets. All Family Pharmacy, owned by 2 brothers. Their mother works there as a bookkeeper. They utterly refused to play in the secret keeping. So they promoted ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and antibiotics and provided it to people across the country, including instructions on how to store it for the longest term possible. They're still doing this, but they're doing it differently than the very, very famous health freedom companies backed by huge conservative websites. Those are just lead generation companies. That's all they do. They're gathering names and email addresses, and then basically they sell those to this or that generic anonymous doctor, anonymous pharmacy. You get your package. There you go. You paid 3 markups, and good luck if you have questions about the medication for the pharmacy or questions about how it's affecting your body for the doctors. You don't know who they are. In the case of All Family Pharmacy, you can just call and ask one of the brothers a question. So protect yourselves and your family today. Visit allfamilypharmacy.com/Herman and save 10% with code Herman10. Don't wait to be prepared. Do this now. Protect yourself and your family today. Visit allfamilypharmacy.com/Herman now and use coupon code Herman10 to save 10%. And don't keep it a secret. Tell your friends about it. Secrets destroy families. They destroy countries. Pam Bondi, with whom I am not impressed. discussed with Sean Hannity a few weeks back why the Epstein docs weren't released at that point.
We all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept, Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
And Pam Bondi, of course, is getting a softball question from Sean Hannity. He's a beautifully nice man, by the way. He is a beautifully nice fella. The secrets create questions, create suspicion, like with your kids. Why do mom and dad always exit the room to talk? Why do they whisper? Why does it seem tense? Why can't they go near Uncle Ernie? Why is my husband in Nevada a week at a time? Seems like a long business trip. In our case with Jeff Epstein, why did the security cameras go out in the jail cell? Why did they erase the 911 call? Why was he taken off the suicide watch? Why was he in a cell where the two guards fell asleep? Why did all that happen at the same time? Why was he put in a jail that was notorious for things like this happening? Why are we to pretend that this all happened happenstantially? All these things adding up into, gosh, golly, he died, is what we're told. Secrets destroy families, they destroy countries. And trying to keep them is hard and futile if you look at it from an eternal sense. All the secret keeping is for naught because God sees every single detail. He sees motives. We see things that they think we don't see. Secrets all over the UK have led to grievous harm against kids, and they're not secrets. The authorities want to believe they're secrets, but they're not. The Mockingbird media is the worst at this. They try to keep secret the identities of criminals when they do a Netflix portrayal of a series of horrible happenings to kids in the UK where kids were unalived using knives. On the left is the picture of the kids being portrayed in the movie. A surly-looking, arrogant-looking, sociopathic-looking good actor who happens to be a young white kid. And on the right, a picture of a older, maybe 17-year-old, black young man. One is the actual perpetrator of harm. The other is the person portrayed by Netflix. There will be people who don't do the searches, who don't go find out, was this real? There will be people who know. And secrets destroy families, they destroy countries, and they destroy media companies because we can see you. God can see you. The big question for me is, can you see yourselves?